Hello and welcome back, my friends. Today we've got another exciting gardening video to share with you. We've got a plant profile. This particular plant is one you should all be growing because it is cold hardy all the way down to zone 4A. You'll never believe what it is. Stay tuned. All right, my friends. So we're headed towards the back end of the garden over here. You folks don't often see this corner of the garden because it's so hot and bright. It's hard sometimes to capture everything that's growing on out here during the summertime, but we've got some overcast skies today. So this is a great day to share with you guys what we got growing over here. And in fact, we have several edible crops showing up here in the picture. We've got this white nectarine over here. We've got some pineapple quince. We've got a fig tree. But what we're going to be focusing on today is this abundant crop here, commonly referred to as the prickly pear cactus, but known botanically as Opuntia. This variety of cactus is native to the eastern United States, and like I said, it's cold hardy all the way down to zone 4A, so it can practically be grown anywhere, although it's not going to like a lot of moisture in the soil. So if you've got a drier, hot climate, it's going to thrive better in those situations. And this abundant growing crop is by far the easiest to get established and grow in my entire food forest design, and produces copious amounts of delicious fruit along with the edible pads known as Nopales. They can be cooked up, boiled, diced, even eaten raw if you get the younger pads. They're commonly thrown into tacos, mixed with eggs. You can even take the gel that's inside, similar to aloe vera, and use it as a sunscreen. So as far as growing the prickly pear, I do absolutely nothing. I never water it. I don't fertilize it. It just grows and grows. And they can be grown by way of cutting, just taking a piece of the pad and planting that in the ground. Or you can harvest some of the seeds that are in the fruits here, which I'm going to be harvesting some of these fruits for you today, cutting it open and doing a taste test. Or you can just simply chop off sections of the cactus, let it fall to the ground, and it will literally root right there on the soil surface and begin to grow a whole new plant. Now, besides being an edible and medicinal useful crop, this particular plant also makes a wonderful privacy hedge. It can grow several feet above the fence, and as it becomes dense, you can't see through it whatsoever. Now, you can expect to start harvesting from these plants after just 1 year in the ground. And at that point, you'll mainly be harvesting just the pads. And a few years after that, you should be getting an abundance of fruits. So the fruits start off as beautiful ornamental flowers. It's quite the showy specimen to add into the landscape. And then the green fruits eventually turn purple and yellow, at which point they are edible. And the pads, as well as the fruits, have tiny hair-like spines on them called glochids, so you want to take care when harvesting and working around the plant. Getting stuck by these little guys stings quite a bit. It's not very fun, but it's easy to avoid. Now, the fruits have many different uses. They can be harvested, processed, and turned into jams and jellies. You can eat them raw out of hand, my favorite way to enjoy them. Add them into smoothies, or even make juice out of them. Now, one way to harvest, you can grab yourself a pair of heavy cotton gloves or leather gloves, or you can get yourself a pair of tongs and a sharp knife and cut the fruit off like so. I'm just going to fill a bowl with the fruits for now. Here's a bunch of nice ones right towards the ground here. If harvesting by hand, you can literally twist these guys off. And in no time, we got a beautiful bowl of fruits here to enjoy. Now, oftentimes the technique used to get rid of the little spiky spines here is to actually burn them off. So flame them over with a larger torch. You can even just use a napkin, a thicker napkin, to rub off the spines. Now you can chop off either end and then just make a cut through the skin and peel away. there you have it, a delectable fruit. Absolutely delicious. Let's cut this into sections here. Now inside the fruit are some little seeds. They're edible, but they're hard and they're not very tasty, but they're easy to separate in your mouth as the fruit basically melts away with a slight chewing motion, and that's the way I deal with the seed. Guys, this fruit is delicious. I gotta tell you, it reminds me of a cross between a papaya and a cantaloupe. The texture very much resembles that of a papaya. And the health benefits are great as well. This fruit is high in antioxidants. It's high in vitamin B and vitamin C. It also is high in electrolytes. When you eat this fruit, you feel a boost. You feel a boost in mental clarity and energy. If you're not yet growing this in your yard and you think you could have success with it, you definitely got to give it a try.